This is as close as I can get you. You will need to take the cargo elevator from here. Fox in when you're ready to leave.
Understood. My thanks, brother.
The lab is within that spire.
There's the cargo elevator.
Look at all those spores.
That'll be one hell of a fight. Shame to miss it.
We should be down there with the rest of the company. We will be, soon enough.
Here. Elevator repairs are incomplete. Please conduct holy maintenance.
The elevator is out of operation. We must find a way to restore power. Servo Skull, how may we repair the elevator?
Operation without full repair is unwise. You may override safety protocols via the control room at your own risk.
Up there! Looks like the control room. The main entrance is destroyed.
I found an alternate route. Plotting now. Check your display.
Engines here. Your cogitator has remained idle for 3 hours. Please resume your defined fire.
Through that door.
All this destruction, and not a Tyranid in sight. They're here. Watching. Tyranids! Give no quarter! Purge them! Tyranids! Reloading weapon!
This?
These are leftovers. Look at these mindless creatures. Dare to attack the Imperium. The whole spire is infested.
The control room may be out of action.
If the controls are out, we'll find another method. We will meet victory, one way or another. Watch for their lieutenants.
Way up is over the rooftops ahead.
Clear the debris and proceed. The Tyranids will make ruin of the entire city given the chance. Swapping magazines. Xenos have the high ground. Then take it from them.
controls ahead, brother. This will get us to the objective.
The machine labors. We may be here some time.
Tyranids are staging a counterattack.
Eliminate them. Changing magazine. They never learn. Reloading weapon.
My lord, we may now cross the bridge.
Proceed to the objective.
Sir, you seem to be at full strength again. Did the apothecaries identify the cause of your collapse?
Focus on the mission, Sergeant.
As you wish, my lord.
Loading up.
Reloading! The control room is on the other side of that door. This is it.
Use the controls to restore power.
It worked. Let's get down there.
Practical. There's a shortcut across the rooftops to the east.
Good. Proceed.
What motive do these creatures have to attack this facility? They have no need for the technology.
They're like seeds carried by the wind. Their only motive is to devour and expand. Let us get to work.
Incoming spores!
Cut them down.
With pleasure! Let us get to work, blessed Vulture.
Vermin is stuck.
Die, you pestilent wretch!
Changing magazine.
My Vulture will silence you!
Target destroyed. Come forth and be slaughtered. Enemy destroyed. Clear that obstruction.
Yes, sir!
Restocking.
Through that opening!
Reloading. Reloading. Pause.
Care to see who can slay more Xenos, Brother Cairo? You wish for me to humiliate you again, brother?
Oh, I hope your Vulture one less traveler. Need to reload.
Cover my reload. This platform's very exposed. Expect a bumpy ride.
If I'm not mistaken, you've had bad luck with cargo elevators.
That was a long time ago. I found out to discuss it.
At least you made it out alive, which is more than we can say for the orcs.
It appears we have their attention.
And they have ours.
Unfortunate for them. Trying to detach the platform.
Cunning little Xenos. Protect those chains.
to the chains.
Gargoyles attacking the chains!
They are charging the chains!
Changing magazine! Special tactics ready. They harry the chain.
Tyranids bombarding the chains!
These pests are compromising the chains!
Another one dead.
Magazines!
Munitions secured.
More gargoyles attempted to sabotage!
Overwatch on the lift mechanisms. Reloading weapon.
Reloading weapon! Not today, Xenos scum.
You fought admirably. Resupplying.
Facility in lockdown.
We'll need explosives. Nothing's getting through that door. Ventilation tunnels? Checking. One floor down.
Let's go.
There was a word written in blood on Nozick's Thunderhawk. Imura. Do not speak it, brother. The words of the arch-enemy hold dangerous power. One should not dismiss any data that may be relevant.
Have you ever faced the arch-enemy, Sergeant?
Regrettably, I have not.
Then I suggest you listen to your brother.
If the arch-enemy is involved, might we not encounter them here? I hope we do. I wish to have words with those traitors. My blood rages at the thought of them.
They'll be counting on your hatred. Be sure they don't use it against you. Down here!
The Adeptus Mechanicus put up a fight here.
Those vile creatures taint every crevice! How far to the cogitator?
With no direct route. It'll take longer than I'd like. Why don't they attack?
They're plotting something.
What plotting could these insects be capable of?
These are mere drones.
Then what guides them?
A worthy adversary.
More tyrannid filth. They are a plague, staining worlds with their very presence.
Ready to deploy.
Damn door won't open. Look for a nearby access terminal. A reset of the system should work. What happened? Power's down. Must be the reset. Listen. They're in the walls.
Ready your bolters.
For the front!
They're coming. Watch your back.
For Ultima!
Power's back. Proceed through the door. Through the floor. Rally on the elevator.
Almost there. Through the main hub, then we're at the data banks.
Expect heavy resistance.
They wish to interfere with our objective.
Our objective is of no concern to them. Their only wish is to kill us. get caught when it charges at you.
Come and meet your end, vile beast!
Ammunition depleted. Munition secured. Very good. Xenos Hulk brought down.
I thought a beast of that stature would offer more sport.
It was outnumbered. I once faced a Carnifex alone, but nothing but a bolt pistol. That was sport.
Well, I am glad to share in the glory of this kill. This facility is in shambles. Let us hope the data center is intact. Can we access losers' tracking data from another system?
Apparently not. It's this or nothing.
Research could justify such a waste of human life. It does not surprise me. The Adeptus Mechanicus so willingly make monsters of themselves.
Function inoperable. Adjust pathing.
Xenos! They have us boxed in!
A mistake they will soon regret.
Another one dead.
Access restored. Corridor cleared for transit. Advanced by the Omnissiah's will.
Restocking!
No sign of the archenemy. Maybe they've been and gone. Maybe they're not involved after all. Stick to what you know, brother. I'm merely observing the data, as I am taught to do by the Codex Astartes. A Volkite reactor, still running. Let's hope the machine spirit has it under control. A meltdown would be catastrophic. We'll disable it once we have the data.
I awaken.
Lieutenant Titus, Ultramarines, 2nd Company.
Enter your command.
Locate Marius Luz.
Access denied. Access rights granted. Establishing locus. Avarax. The city. Temple of Thasian.
Vitals are elevated.
I'll box for a Thunderhawk.
Wait. Open file Project Aurora.
Register intention of requisition.
Open the file. Open file reconstruction.
Brother, those are classified.
No. It was destroyed. Mechanicus fools. Display current location of artifact.
Warning. Volkite reactor unstable. Meltdown imminent.
This whole place will collapse onto the city beneath us.
Get them off the core.
They are throwing themselves into the reactor. We must shut it down before they destabilize it further. Machine Spirit, power down the reactor.
Non-compliance. Remote circuits are fused. Manual override required.
Explain.
Emergency disengagement mechanisms are located on the reactor platform.
Clear a path to those controls.
Keep them off that reactor! For the primer! Changing magazine! Get them off the reactor! More tyrannies incoming, brothers! Let us show them some of Ultramar's hospitality!
Reactor remains unstable. Disengage additional pylons.
Move to the next console. Make haste.
Jettisoning Volkite pylon. Stand by.
How many pylons remain engaged?
One Volkite pylon maintains the reactor.
Disengage it.
Unable to comply. Temperatures have fused remote circuits. Manual intervention required.
Rome, damn it! They are making another push! Intercept! Annihilate them! Loaded ready! Reloading! The beast craves death, brothers! Who shall oblige? Need to reload! No one! We must break its shield! Munitions secured. Reloading weapon. Zoanthrope is dead. Changing magazine.
Reactor approaching critical failure. Meltdown imminent. Disengage remaining pylon to complete shutdown sequence.
Activate those controls, now!
Volkite pylon jettisoned. Reaction has entered entropic decay.
That was the last of them.
Backup generators have been awakened. No essential systems returning to hibernation.
No sign of Tyranids.
The smell of burnt ichor is enough.
We have what we came for. Move to the extraction zone.
Lieutenant, what did you see in those Mechanicus files?
A record of extreme foolishness.
Explain.
You may direct that request to our captain.
Give me a tactical overlay of the city.
Captain!
A minute.
The Adeptus Mechanicus must be stopped.
What?
If they trigger the weapon, the results could be catastrophic.
And what makes you suddenly an expert on Mechanicus research?
They're using an artifact to power the weapon. I've seen it before, on a planet named Graia. A traitor by the name of Nemroth called it a fragment of the Dark God's power that almost destroyed the planet.
Graia. Titus, the Mechanicus are acting on orders approved by the Primarch. And here are you, talking of Graia, of all places.
Damn it, Captain. If Chaos is here, if they get their hands on this thing...
Enough! I will hear no more on the subject. Now, did you get a location for Luz?
Aye, sir.
Then get down there and find him! There are those who would see you sent back to the Inquisition. Tread carefully, brother.
Sporosis have impacted 30% of the planet's surface. Mostly in the outskirts.
Damn them. After everything that happened.
Brother, do not keep us in the dark.
It is not your concern.
You criticize the captain for withholding intelligence, and yet you treat us to the same evasive obscurity.
Stray words have cost me dearly.
So you do not trust us?
Brothers, calm yourselves, lest you face the chaplain's censure.
Look!
I hope they survived.
Scanning valves. 67 volts detected.
Those are flawless wells.
Radiographic inspection. Non-botanic inclusions.
I make pilgrimage through the interstitial corridors. How bad is the contamination? May this blessed vessel remain free of rust and residue.
Time to go. I will not concede another loss to our enemies. Ready up,
Brother, you seem troubled.
I tire of reckless fools.
I hope you do not mean us.
Not unless you worship the Omniscient.
Ah, then I share your distaste.
The little wretches have been found crawling through water pipes, screeching ventilation.
Approaching landing zone.
The temple is located inside the domed section of the city. We'll have to land outside and make our approach.
You're hit. Brace for emergency landing.
Lock armor! Sons of Jove, report.
Minor damage. Tech team is inbound.
Can we depend on you for extraction?
Yes, Lord. We will be there.
Very good, brother. The Emperor protects. Make haste. We have considerable ground to cover.
What was that?
Looks like a Neurothroat. Placed on overwatch inside that building.
Terminates! Let us thin their numbers.
Hold up first!
Faced a Neurothroat before.
I have. A tricky adversary. Very good.
Clear the area. For the Emperor!
Another one again.
Varellus! Is that you?
Chiron! Bless the Emperor. It's good to see you.
Where's your squad?
Gone. Neurothroat tore them to pieces.
We need to get across the bridge.
Lieutenant, nothing gets across with that beast up there.
What are we up against?
It has its rear covered and we do not have the manpower to break through. The Cadians are holding the bridge, at great cost.
Set up assault positions by the bridge. We'll deal with the Neurothroat.
Very well. We will avenge them, brother. Watch yourself.
What's our theoretical? A direct assault on the rear guard.
Is that it?
Down to our ability, brother.
Oh, sir.
Good.
Let us take them with their own blood.
How do you know Varellus?
We served together in Ninth Company. I owe him my life.
How so?
We were once defending a stronghold from an orc assault. A war boss overpowered me, had his drill against my head. Varellus appeared, cut the bastard's arm off. I beat him to death with it.
Let us honor him by avenging his men.
Defeated. Munitions secured.
Brother, what happened on Graya?
Nothing good.
Can you be specific?
I would sooner focus on the mission at hand.
You are withholding information relevant to the mission at hand.
Mind yourself, Sergeant.
Your behavior has been erratic. You force your way into classified files. You tell us nothing. Gadriel, we deserve to know who is leading us.
This conversation is over. They will not get past this. Deal with them!
Gladly. Come and meet death, Xenos.
Varellus, ready your men.
You broke through.
We're about to take down the Neurothrope.
Good. Make it suffer.
Concentrate fire on the Neurothrope.
Ready to deploy special tactics.
One less neurotrope in the galaxy.
Victory is ours, brothers.
Morellis, this is Titus. Your men are clear to take the bridge.
By the Primarch. I had little faith I would hear from you again. Will you be joining the assault?
Our path leads to the dome.
Travel well, brothers.
Lance of Jove, we are heading for the bridge. Status report.
Damage is worse than I thought. Tech priests are working on it now.
Keep me updated. Brothers, let us proceed.
Acadians are driving the Tyranids back. The Xenos cowards balk at a fair fight. Vile creatures.
No time to gloat. We must keep moving.
Trackers!
Let none escape! They never learn.
Running ammunition!
Take out those mines! Target War Gear Prime.
That's all of them.
How far to lose his position?
We're still a long way from the dome.
Then we must hurry.
Need a ride, brothers?
Sergeant, good to see you.
The Acadians have the bridge under control. Thought you could use an extra hand.
A welcome offer.
Climb on. The temple is this way.
Lieutenant, the Acadians are requesting support.
Go. Thank you, brother. Ultramarines!
Have the enemy infiltrated the dome?
No, my lord.
What about the Temple of Thasian?
The dome was evacuated days ago.
Rejoin the main force immediately.
Our orders are to remain here.
On whose authority?
Captain Fairburn. We are to hold this position until further notice.
The dome is empty. Now move on.
But, sire...
I gave you an order.
Forgive me, my lord. Perhaps there was a communication error. The captain insisted.
The deserters.
No. We have our orders.
Vox your captain. If you are deserters, I'll execute you myself.
Captain Fairburn, come in. Captain Fairburn, come in.
Ambush!
Kill them! Astartes! Traitors of the Thousand Suns! Pay for what you've done! Traitors sighted!
More abominations!
Come forth and be slain! Purge the heretics!
Let us punish their treachery!
They corrupt space and time! Do not fall prey to their trickery! Changing magazine! Their champion lies defeated! Titus to Captain Akaran.
Akaran here.
We were just attacked by the forces of chaos.
You're certain?
No doubt. Heretic Astartes. And their minions.
Throne, damn it! Do you have Luz?
Negative. We're minutes away.
Find him and get him out of there. Hurry!
What are we waiting for? Cover him!
I will grind your bones to dust!
Tyron! Take a defensive position! We will cover! Tyron! He is in a rage! He's risking the entire mission!
He is trapped over there!
There are force fields covering the exits! I see the impervious to our weapons! Your treachery ends now. Frag grenade deployed! Grabbing equipment. Clearing the way. Deploying frag grenade! Corruption!
That is all of them.
Bring me more!
The exit is blocked by heretic sorcery. The altar, it bears the mark of the archenemy. Destroy it. Artifact destroyed!
Look! The force fields are collapsing!
Chiron, move through the exit!
Brother! By the gates of Hera, you must calm yourself!
I will not rest until every last vile heretic lies dead at my feet!
Chiron, I order you to regroup!
I have other business.
Calm down. He will need cover.
I've never seen him lose control like this.
He has put the fate of the whole system in jeopardy. A fine gift from the Forge. No victory for you.
Heretic cowards! I will end you all! Betrayers!
This will serve me well. Restock it!
The bridge is clear! Let us protect our brother!
Back to the wall with you! No traitors remain! Get to Chiron, now! Sergeant, check the perimeter.
Yes, brother.
Explain yourself.
Need I justify my hatred?
You need justify your recklessness.
The traitors have a debt to me.
And you would throw away your life to collect?
Death is my duty!
Your duty is to the Emperor. You will die when and where he so chooses, not over some personal vendetta. Do you understand?
Lieutenant, you should see this. Blues must be in there.
They're using some kind of shield.
The altars. Same ones we encountered earlier. They must generate the shield.
Destroy them. Then purge these abominations from the face of this world.
It seems the traitors' motives are unmasked.
Seems.
You doubt they wish to stop Aurora?
You will soon learn that when dealing with heretics, nothing is as it seems. us get to work. Melt them on Prime.
The Mechanicus must be stopped. Why?
The artifact we saw in those classified files may be of Chaos origin.
Why wasn't it destroyed?
It is immensely powerful. They believe they can control it.
And you're just gonna hand it over to Lutz? Let it continue?
These are my orders.
What are they doing?
It matters not. Kill them!
Let us tear off their limbs.
Slaves of the corpse god, and gain notice of the changer of ways. Die for the true gods!
The power witch vanished. Another barrier. Sustained by the altar, no doubt.
Purge the heretics so we may destroy it!
Gladly. Righteous like blades of area secure.
Now the altar! Spell is broken. They are attempting to breach the doors.
That is no simple sorcery. Look how twisted the altar has grown. It seems alive. If it lives, then let us teach it of pain and death. It reeks of the warp.
Raise the armor of your contempt and snuff it out.
Look! It shrinks from us!
Then keep close and endure. We must disrupt the spell.
The heretics sent such a meager force to meet us!
Show them the error of their ways!
Abominations that wish to die! Leave these monstrosities to me!
The champion lies defeated!
Think they can stop us? Let us relieve them of their delusions, brother.
Hold this ground. War Gear Prime.
Stop him.
No victory for you here, team. throwing number. Munitions secured.
You shall all dance for Imora's amusement.
Purge his sorcery.
The altar is vulnerable. Destroy it. Their sorcery is undone.
Lieutenant Titus to Lance of Jove, status report.
We are patched up and on our way.
See you at the objective.
The Emperor protects.
Lance of Jove, stand by for extraction.
Affirmative.
In the name of the Emperor, open the doors! Morius lose.
I owe you my existence.
Come with us.
To where?
The battle barge.
Compliance, but I must speak with Archmagus Nozick at once.
He's dead.
Dead?
You are to replace him. Lose.
Approaching battle barge, docking in 1 minute.
The power source. It's dangerous.
I have spent my life studying it. I assure you it's quite safe. In the right hands.
Arrogance.
Arrogance?
Why must the Mechanicus meddle with the unknown?
We follow the will of the Omnisire.
Go ahead.
Titus, report to Captain Akaran immediately on arrival.
Confirmed.
Titus? A Captain Titus was killed on the Forge world of Graia over a century ago. He died holding the power source in his hands. Not even an Astartes could survive power of that magnitude.
Morius lose. Come with me.
We must report to Captain Akaran.
Plug those Promethean links immediately.
Administering maintenance.
I will need a repair crew before my next flight.
Yes, ma'am.
Take note
Every
of the
small
battle damage
task
to the engine
is its own
field.
meditation on
While
glory.
plating in sections 28B and 40E.
What was that between you and Luz?
Irrelevant.
I disagree.
That is your right.
Brother, we only want to help you.
Help! You almost cost us the mission, and now you speak of help.
Confirms contact with Heretic Astartes.
How many?
Nasser Militar and forces report multiple contacts with Rubicae throughout the Hive City.
Still no heretic.
Lord,
Heretic Astartes. They're showing up in every Hive City on Avarax. We're already overstretched by the Tyranids. The traitors have us off guard. The Adeptus Mechanicus tell me Aurora is ready. They say the weapon will work.
sir.
I know your concerns, Titus, but we may have no choice.
Can we at least warn Calgar of the danger?
Impossible. The astropathic relay on Avarax has been completely surrounded. Every attempt we've made to break through the Tyranid lines has failed.
Can we vox a message in?
There's a dead zone around the relay. Something's interfering with our vox comms.
We have to get inside.
Emperor, save me. I've tried. Now the Tyranids have launched an attack on our defenses. We're pulling back to the fortress. We'll make our final stand there.
Battlefield projection. Magnify C3. Where are you? There. The Hive Tyrant.
We've had no reports.
It's there. We kill it. We break the synaptic connection.
They'd scatter like rats.
A Hive Tyrant. A worthy adversary.
And if you're wrong, if it's not there, I cannot afford to throw men after a hunch.
Give me 2 squads.
2 squads?
We need to kill the Hive Tyrant, find whoever is jamming us, and get the message inside the relay.
6 men. That's all I can spare. Use them wisely.
Thank you.
The Emperor protects.
Lieutenant Titus,
Receiving.
attend me on the crew deck.
Acknowledged.
If the chaplain wishes to see you because of my transgressions, I will take full responsibility.
I gave no report. I have yet to decide if you require formal penance.
Varellus always did put his brothers before himself. He once shielded me from a Tau ambush. Rail rifle nearly took his arm off along with half my helmet. The 1 degree of deflection saved my life. We only had to mourn his pauldron that day.
The Emperor will remember his valor long after we join him. Forgive me, brother.
Titus, the
captain has put great faith in you with this mission. Should you reach the relay, your message to Lord Kalgar may determine the course of this war. Choose your words wisely.
You doubt my intentions.
It is your actions I will judge. I need not remind you of the consequences you suffered the last time. If you cannot trust in the will of the Primarch, then you are unfit for this duty.
It seems I am not the only one on this ship with concerns about your intentions.
It is the chaplain's responsibility to ensure our chapter remains pure, not yours.
Your erratic behavior is plain for all to see. And now, I find you have a history of it.
I am doing my duty, as I was then, protecting a system from ruin.
Lieutenant, the squad is ready. We are yours to command, Lieutenant.
The astropathic relay on Avarax is under direct assault. If it falls, so do our hopes of reinforcement. We will engage in a three-point operation to break the Xenos command, restore Vox, and secure the relay.
We will not fail you.
Not one of us can afford to fail this day. Prepare for deployment. I will transmit mission details on descent.
Approaching drop zone. Prepare for landing.
Lieutenant, it should be us facing the Hive Tyrant.
Talassa can handle it.
They have 3 men. We should be with them, but you have us playing courier.
That message has to get through.
And what exactly is that message?
Speak your mind, brother.
I searched the archives. You were once captain of the Second Company, and then you disappeared over a century ago.
I was serving with the Death Watch.
There would be records.
Not for a Black Shield.
A Black Shield? You would erase your chapter markings.
I would die for these colors.
Then why?
I was accused. It was my penance.
What were you accused of?
Corruption.
Brace for landing.
Move out.
Delta Wing, box check.
Iridium here. Still on our gunship. Talassa has landed, and soon a tyrant will fall.
Acknowledged. Proceeding to relay. Maintain Vox reports. Damocles out. The Astropath relay is 4 miles from here. Expect heavy Tyranid presence.
What of the archenemy?
Sporadic reports, but they are here.
I can't believe my eyes.
Men of honor! Do we fear the Valsinos that hammer at our door?
Grabbing equipment.
Damn right! For we are the Cadian Eighth, the most fearsome, tenacious, and relentless bloody men and women that ever crossed the stars! Cadia, our home, lies scattered across the stars. But do we relent? No, sir! No! For we are vengeance! And we shall bring death to any that threaten the sacred soil of the Imperium. You will give your life in the name of our holy Emperor!
You are a pride of the Cadian Guard. You have disgraced yourselves by abandoning your brothers. Your punishment is dishonorable death.
Sir, yes, sir!
Squad! Ready?
Then take up the Cadian standard and hold it high, so that the enemy will know the name of their executioners!
For Ultramar!
Arcadia!
I have failed you. I beg of you that you forgive my cowardice.
For the
Entering the Vox blackout, Damocles.
Understood. Damocles out.
Lead us, holy warriors, and we shall follow.
Chiron. If we encounter Chaos forces,
You need not concern yourself with me, Lieutenant.
disappear like that again, and you'll be facing the Master of the Watch.
I understand. Sir, why did you not tell us of your penance earlier?
It was not your business.
And now it is.
You have made it so. Through suspicion and intrigue. They will not get past this. Very good. Open the gates!
They're jammed, my lord. Damage from the last attack.
Stand aside.
Seal the gates behind us.
Yes, my lord. Close the gates!
The relay is ahead, through the arch.
Spores! Engage! This was artillery! Everything! They never learn.
those runners! Collapse the bridge. There's no way through. I may have an alternate route.
Proceed.
Transmitting to all specs now. We'll need to clear this debris.
The path is clear.
Spores!
The Cadians will make short work of them.
Indeed.
Day just got a lot better. I need to clear it away.
I think we found our exit. Relay. Our brothers are getting hammered down there.
Delta Wing, we have given the infernal Xenos a fitting burial.
It is not dead.
Enlighten us, Lord Titus.
The swarm would go feral without their connection to the hive mind, but their focus is still on the relay.
Reports confirm the Lieutenant's assessment. Enemy cohesion is still in full effect. That beast is not yet dead. Our word is bond. This void-spawn behemoth has seen its last day.
Resupplying. is inoperative. Is there an alternate route?
Yes, but it would add considerable time.
Then we must find the power and restore it.
Record. Declare evidence. Crates found in Sector 55 of the Upper Hive contain 12 volumes of dubiously heretical works. Also recovered. 14 Cantrail-type las rifles. 8 las pistols, various designs. The serial numbers are filed off. Heretical symbols are applied to the surface of the weapons. I am enclosing picts supporting the evidence. Evidence to be destroyed in accordance with invasion protocols. Traces of the cult indicate that it has long since taken root in the Hive. The mere thought that he has reached the highest levels turns my stomach. These officials, bureaucrats, and politicians are so mired in their intrigues that they warmed and nurtured the roots of heresy within their walls. Well, the fire of retribution is already consuming them. The punishment of the Emperor is inevitable. End of record.
Cut them down!
No victory for you here.
Fresh magazine. The heretics mean to stop us.
To all appearances, yes.
Elaborate.
The Traitor Legion's legacy of deception goes back 10,000 years. They are masters of it.
They are clearly here to stop Aurora.
I am not convinced. There is more to this, I am sure of it.
Their motives matter not. I will kill them just the same.
Kill them all.
Your treachery ends now.
War Gear Prime.
Another one dead.
Munitions secured.
Heresy and corruption. The Tyranids seek to consume that as well. If they kill each other, all the better.
Frag grenade out! Another automaton.
End of the hall. Reloading weapon.
turn around and regroup with the main force.
Titus to Resilient. Requesting Gamma Pad and Hammerfall bunker on my location immediately.
You mean to jump?
Request confirmed. Stand by.
There's our entry.
That's quite a shot.
Damocles to Talassa. Report.
If Talassa fails to take out the Hive Tyrant, then our little excursion was all for naught. Should have remained with the main force.
Why toil in obscurity when there's glory center stage? Hey, Sergeant?
Our brothers are dying while we sneak around in the shadows.
If we fail to send this message, we face a massacre.
Our lieutenant said it himself. There's deception at work.
If you got something to say, Sergeant. Damn it.
Gabriel, you're not thinking straight!
I could say the same of you.
Damn it, you are an Ultramarine! Now act like one!
Yes, Lord.
Well fought, Guardsman. Form a defensive line at that breach.
Yes, my lord. Reinforce the breach.
Jump back engaged! fine gift from the poor. Reloading weapon! Repositioning!
Space Marines!
The Tyranids have broken through. We will not waste their time.
Redeploy! Target destroyed. Engaging thrusters. Meridian, do you read?
Signals being jammed, as the captain suspected.
Thalassa, report.
The vile Xenos slicks.
Thalassa, you cut out. Repeat. Thalassa!
So of our 3 objectives, none have been achieved.
No going back now.
Yoke pack engaged.
They never learn.
Permanent stuff. Moving!
Fresh magazine.
Reloading! Engaging thrusters! Let us get to work.
Jump packs are struggling with all this dust.
Jump back fouled with dust. We must proceed on foot.
The enemy have breached our lines. Talassa has failed. Lieutenant, what are your orders?
We fight!
At last. Ultramar!
Come on, Talassa.
Soldiers down!
Servant of the Emperor, and you will taste my wrath.
We must break its shield!
Reload!
Zoetrope is dead. Restocking! Restocking! Another one dead.
Oxford artillery!
Tear them apart with your bare hands, brother!
Recovering. Munitions secured. Reload. Special tactics ready. On movement. Carnifex terminal. Changing magazine.
What is this?
Thalassa.
They killed the Hive Tyrant. They are falling. All of them.
The Hive Tyrant was controlling these underlings via synaptic link. The turmoil you now see among the enemy can mean only one thing. The Hive Tyrant is dead.
Viridian here. If you can hear this, Damocles, we got the bastards.
Excellent work, brother. Any contact with Thalassa?
Thalassa to Damocles. The alien contaminates our world no longer.
Lieutenant Titus to relay. Area secure. Open the gates. Let's go.
Combat's prelude is the perfect time to seek the Emperor's guidance.
Well fought, brothers. I will make sure the captain hears of your deeds.
I need no commendation. Ha! Is that right? Enough! Lieutenant, upon completion of this mission, I request transfer to another squad.
I will pass your request to the captain.
Chambers 2, 9, 18, and 36
The Hive
are
fleets
vacant.
cast a psychic shadow that tears at the minds of psychers.
Denying worlds in their path the chance to call for aid.
Let us hope we are not too late.
Shouldn't be here.
I have a message from Marnius Calgar.
I cannot help you.
It's urgent.
In addition to the shadow cast in the warp by the Tyranids, demonic forces are now poised to attack anyone who opens their minds to the warp.
You would flee from your duty.
I would have you know.
Give me your message. let us begin.
My lady, I must protest. The danger is too great.
Silence! There are no guarantees.
I do not know.
You wish to bring Kolga here that you may kill him? Heretic! Heretic! You will betray us as you betrayed them on Graia!
Lies.
Arrest him! He means to kill her!
Lieutenant! Gadriel, I am no heretic.
Uses the power stone by himself. He must be stopped!
Kill the heretic! Kill him!
Enough!
Kill him!
What have you done?
How gracefully you dance! What sickly pleasure to bide beyond the immaterial. My thanks to thee, dear cousin. Titus. So long have I watched thee through times. Yearning for this.
I assure you it will be brief.
Yes. Let us play the game a little longer. Comprehension. You have tasted it, Titus. Held its essence in your hands. It calls to each of us, extending a divine hand. The Emperor lied. He lied to us all. In his greed, he forbade us from tasting our own birthright. Look into the void for just a moment, and you will see the infinite wonder within.
Escape? I don't know.
Lieutenant Titus, come in.
This is Titus.
Chaos forces have been detected entering the system. They are going after Aurora. We are leaving for Demerium immediately.
How did you know? I was a boy on Calf when the Word Bearers attacked. I came to know the mark of Chaos.
We're returning to the battle barge. I understand your actions, but your suspicions end here. Are we clear?
Yes, sir.
Brothers, this is Aurora. Within the last few hours, traitor forces have arrived in their hundreds and commandeered the facility.
Commandeered?
Where is Luz?
Inside. They have the facility, Luz, and the power source.
Holy terror.
Perhaps you were right, Titus.
What's our theoretical?
We've diverted all available forces to Demerium, but we're well below full strength. We've prepared an assault, but it has little chance of success, unless we take care of this. They're using it to draw in reinforcements. For every one of them we kill, 2 more show up in their place, it's heavily guarded.
I'll need a combat squad, 5 men.
I can spare 3 men. Next, the enemy seem to be drawing their power from this structure.
What is it?
We don't know. Every attempt to bring it down has failed. Your squad has developed a reputation for unconventional approaches. Any ideas?
I've read of Demerium. It's a burial world. 4,000 years ago, there was a clash between the Ultramarines and the Heretics. The Sword of Atreus, a battle barge wrecked in the fighting, was laid to rest here.
What of it?
Records state that while its body was ruined, its engines burned bright, even as it was interred. It may not fly, but it might ram.
A long shot to say the least.
Worth a try.
Very well then.
Navigation systems are probably dead. We can't afford to miss.
He's right. Someone will need to get close to the target and place a beacon.
Our offensive launches in 90 minutes. The Emperor guide you, brothers.
And you, sir.